The pandemic has forced many businesses to change the way they do business. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson visited a local animal shelter to see how they are adjusting.
At an animal shelter, there's usually cats and dogs. But at the Lincoln County Humane Society, there were only cats for almost 2 weeks.
It's definitely been a very unique year. For the first time ever, we actually ran out of adoptable dogs.
So far this year, the shelter had 137 dogs and over 500 cats adopted. And the dogs aren't the only thing that's different to the shelter this year. Manager Liz Friedenfels saw the shelter getting less animals in general at the beginning of the year.
When the first lockdowns began with COVID, we had hardly any animals coming in at all. So we weren't sure if people thought that we weren't available for animals to come in or people were just out and about less.
But now things are evening out with adoptions being up.
You know, people are home more and, feel that they're able to take care of something that maybe they didn't otherwise have time to.
Now that things are stable at the shelter, Liz is reflecting on how hard this year has been for the shelter financially.
All of our major fundraisers really involve a lot of person-to-person activity and large crowds, so we were unable to do probably at least 5 or 6 fundraisers this year.
To make up for the lost revenue, the shelter had an online auction which generated thousands. And the shelter has a unique opportunity for people.
If you want to adopt but can't, you can always sign up to volunteer and spend a few hours with these little guys.
Liz says the charitable act benefits both participants.
It helps them to get used to more people. It distracts them so they're not as depressed when they're in the kennels. And it's really a good thing for the animals and for the people.
In the end, Liz focuses on the good she can do in the midst of all the bad.
You're making someone or something's life better that day, and you've done a good thing, and you know what you've done matters because, even though they can't say that they appreciate it, you know they do.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Merrill, I'm Morgan Johnson.